Welcome back. It is Friday morning. I hit some yard sales. I bought some stuff. I spent a total of $45. And let me show you what I got. Now, this bag of figures and a few accessories I spent $20 on. And there you go. Hercules has a sword and the belt. There were some arm bracelets, and he didn't think they went with them, so I didn't take them. And then when I Googled it, they go with it. He's worth, I paid 20 for the whole bag. This guy alone is worth around 15, maybe 20 with the accessories. So I'm happy with that. The next is from Star Trek, and he's worth maybe $12. He's still got his tag on him. So there you go. Ghost Rider is the most valuable of these figures, and I do have an extra head. Okay, let's try that again. Yeah. I think all in all, I can probably get $35 for this. So I'm okay with that. Xena, Princess Warrior, and a sword and some other stuff. I think that goes with her. If not, I'll figure this out. I think she's worth maybe 15 bucks. Hulk, $15 range. And the last, 1972, Bam Bam, Bam Bam. Yeah, Bam Bam from the Flintstones. If you know, you know. And he's worth about 20 bucks. So there you go. The first yard sale I went to, I found video games. They had them marked crazy. This is worth about $10, $11. Xbox 007 Agent Under Fire. Metal Gear Solid, they had it for, God of War, they had it for $15. I paid $10 for all three. And this one's worth about $10 or $11. And then this one, 35 bucks, folks. Metal Gear Solid HD Collection. And I paid 10 for all three. So I got my money back. This is worth about 15. It's new in the box. It is Gold's Gym. It is a sauna suit. And your boy is on a 1,500 day calorie diet, down 28 pounds. And I'm going to add this to help sweat to the oldies. Because I'm old. Yeah. All right. What else? Oh, I got two of those suits, by the way. One for my son-in-law and one for me. The next is, this was an ask. I asked at this yard sale if you had any video games. I said, like Nintendo. And she goes, I think I got a box. Well, she didn't come out with a box, but she came out with 4 video games. Glasses, Attitude. Yeah, I'm going to get an Attitude. Worth about 10 bucks. I gave $1 a piece. Duke Nukem, he's worth about $28 to $30. Wailea Country Club, maybe $9 or $10. And Ken Griffey Jr. about another $8 or $9, $10. So not bad. And then this is a cast iron Michael Jordan. And my grandson, I'll give this to him. They wanted 10. I got it for 5. And I don't know what it's worth because it's being given to somebody in the family. So 45 all in. Now I'm going to go through my sales since the last What Sold video. Okay, first one up. I had a bag of if you watched my videos, the last estate sale where I've had over 7,000 views. Thank you again, everybody. Follow if you're not. I paid 15 for a bag of accessories. Most were G.I. Joe, Era, or Cobra. And it was on auction. It had $76 in bids early on. 9 watchers. Well, it ended at $76. But that's okay, because I gave 15 for the whole bag. And that bag was the best bag of things that I bought, other than the G.I. Joe, the figures that were all loose in a jar that I sold for $99. I paid 10 bucks for that. But I got some more because so far I spent $151.30 at this estate sale. I have profited above the cost of goods, $339, and I still have a bunch of that stuff left. But let's get into some more of it. The next is from that estate sale as well. It's a Canon EF Zoom 2870 millimeter lens. It was $20 for the whole bag. The camera body I still haven't sold. It's worth about $30. There's another lens. It's worth maybe 10, but I paid 20 for the whole bag, and I sold the lens alone for $79 plus shipping. Next are some Prairie Lore Oklahoma historical books, a lot of 21 paperbacks. that I had in my office closet when I cleaned it out last week. It took me 3 days and about 9 hours to go through it and pull. So I pulled a couple of things, and a couple of them have already sold on eBay. A lot of it was personal, so I've kept it. But these I sold for 30. They got one bid on auction, and I've had them for years, so I had nothing invested. And yeah, the next is I'll pop up a snapshot, by the way. The next is a 1982 Indiana Jones Wella Souls torch. I had it for $34.99. I've got $1 invested, and I took an offer of $28 plus shipping on that. Again, from the $15 bag of accessories. Yeah, that bag just keeps paying. The next is a Yoda 1980 rubber or soft snake, brown snake from the figures, and $1 invested in that bag of the figures. It just keeps paying me. I sold it for $55. I took an offer. I had it for $62, but $55 in the bank, you bet your sweet bippy. The next from that same bag, 1982 Dungeons and Dragons Elkhorn shield and Warduke sword. I actually had two swords. $15.50 is what I sold it for. I used $1 as cost of goods. The next from my buddy Van in Chicago, a Waltham quartz with Japan movement on the watch. It's an XG 400. It was free. It was one of the free items in the box, and I sold it for $16.99 plus shipping, and it needed a battery. The next from Van, my buddy again in Chicago, in the case with the number from 1947 with the paperwork, a Lord Elgin watch. It needs to be repaired, I think. I used 20 as cost of goods in that buy, and I sold that watch for $65 plus shipping. The next is an Oklahoma City Mitchell & Ness ball cap. Paid $1, sold it for $20, free shipping. Next is a heart with an arrow through it, necklace with a little diamond speck in it, from the estate sale where I bought the salt and pepper shakers and all that jewelry that I made a lot of money off of. I'm over $2,400 in profit off that sale so far, and I still have a lot. I used $1 as cost of goods on this necklace, and I sold it for $16 plus shipping. Next is a cigar humidor. Had a few cigars in it. I don't smoke, never have. And it had a cigar cutter inside it. I took an offer for $17. Again, it was in my office closet. Had it for years. Don't remember what I paid for it. So I got rid of it. And my last sale, which was last night, a G.I. Joe Serpentor chariot. Their parts, a couple of parts to the chariot, and a Cobra snake. I had $0 invested because I've already met my cost of goods on that $15 bag. So everything out of that still sells will be a $0 cost of goods. And I sold that for $15.50, and I'll pop up a snapshot. There you go. You're up to date. Appreciate you as always. Follow if you want to.